Hi, welcome to our unit of work based around the inquiry question, can you get away with murder? We'll be integrating the KLAs of English and Science. We'll be doing DNA extraction. We'll be doing fingerprint analysis. We'll be investigating the crime scene. And for the rich task, the students will be making a documentary that investigates the question, can you get away with murder? Bing! Decagon Industrial College, and it's my job to mark out the body's location. So I'm going to go about and mark out the location of this unfortunate person. And what you can see now is we remove the body cushion, and we can still see precisely where it was laid. This was his head, and this is the exact position that he was lying in. These are our main suspects, so we're surveying the crime scene to try and identify one of these people. And just like DNA, these fingerprints will uniquely identify people and find us the murderer.
What you need is green split peas, a measuring cup, rubbing alcohol at 70% or more alcohol, meat tenderizer, salt, cold water, test tubes, and a blender, as well as filtering stuff, and possibly a stick from your garden. But what you don't need is a microscope. Okay, today what we're going to do is combine half a cup of peas into the blender. Then, grabbing your cold water, pour 200 mils, or about a cup, into your measuring cup. And then simply pour that into the blender. It should make that lovely sound. Grabbing your salt, all you need is just a dash. Putting the salt back down, blender lid on, make sure it's on tightly, you don't want too much mess. Then we place it on our blender. Give it a bit of a whiz. Making sure it's still a bit chunky. Taking it off the blender. We then grab your filtering sock, or you can use a cheese sock, or a strainer if you don't have much at home. Taking the lid off, pouring the mixture into the filtering sock. Nice and green. Make sure you get all of it out. And then you just let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes. And then you have DNA coming out of the bottom. Exciting stuff. Okay, so after we've let our mixture sit for 5 to 10 minutes, okay, then now we let it pour slowly into the test tube, making sure you don't drop any. It's quite a dangerous liquid right now. So filling it up about 1/3 of the way, making sure you don't have too many bubbles, because the bubbles stop the DNA from forming. You then grab your meat tenderizer, pouring the meat tenderizer into the top. Just a couple of dashes is all you need. Now in the meat tenderizer you have special enzymes that are going to help break down the actual DNA, which means you can extract it even better. Now, while with that test tube, we have our rubbing alcohol. Okay? Now with the alcohol, you're going to be pouring the alcohol slowly onto the top. Because the alcohol is less dense than the pea mixture, it's going to sit on top, allowing the DNA to sit in between the mixture and the ethanol, allowing easy extraction. So just a couple. Making sure that, not spilling too much. Just dribbling it down the side slowly. So as you can see, the ethanol has separated the DNA in the middle. Now with the stick I'll be able to pull it out up the side of the glass. So slowly, as you can see, I'm pulling some out through the mixture. And here we go. As you can see, just at the end there, you've got the DNA. Okay? And that's the stuff that you can now analyze. Okay? And it's in every single living thing. So things that you can extract DNA from are like strawberries, celery, meat. Okay? But you wouldn't want to extract DNA from Fido, your dog, your sister, or your mother. Okay? Because that might hurt them, because you actually have to cut parts off them. Alright, so that's all for today. Thanks very much. I'm sure you can try this great experiment at home. Bye.